best friend's name is Riddhi Jalan. The reason why she's my best friend is pretty simple. Number one, she understands me like no other person. I don't have a fear of judgment when things come to her. I can tell her anything without even thinking what she will think about me. And the second reason is she's my go-to person. Like whenever I face any problem in my personal life or in anything related, I go to her, I confront to her, and she's the one who gives me perfect solution.
Friends. What exactly friends are? Actually, friends are family away from a royal family, which God has not given to us. This is what we choose. So that's what they are very special. And for me, friendship is everything, life, love, and God.
Lord Krishna had many friends. We have famously heard of Sudama, and the story of Sudama is a very inspiring story. That Sudama is a poor Brahmin and he misses Krishna a lot. So when he tells his wife that he's really missing Krishna, his wife suggests to him that why don't you go to Krishna? Why don't your friend is a very rich person, he's a king of Dwaraka, just go and visit him, he might bestow some mercy on you, and probably our condition might also improve. So Sudama decides to go and meet Krishna because he genuinely was missing Krishna, and out of love for Krishna he decides to go and meet him. His wife gives a bit of poha to him and says that you cannot go empty handed, so you can just take this in a cloth, you can tie it up and you can take it for Krishna as a gift. Sudama wonders that Krishna is such a rich personality, he has everything. How will I give him this, just a handful of chidwa, poha as we call it. But still he carries that chipped rice with him, and when he goes to Krishna's palace and Krishna gets to know that Sudama has come, he runs and he greets him very nicely. He gets him to his palace, he washes his feet. Sudama feels very embarrassed that Krishna is washing his feet, but that is the etiquette, that when a guest comes to your house, you have to treat that person very nicely. And that's the Indian culture, that you give so much respect to a guest. I have learned this from my teacher, my Shiksha Guru, that if you satisfy a guest who's come to your house, the guest bestows you with a lot of pious credits, you get a lot of punya. When Krishna was actually honoring his guest Sudama, his best friend, his dear friend, that time Sudama was feeling very embarrassed and he didn't want Krishna to really wash his feet, but Krishna said that's the etiquette, and you are my friend, you are my guest, so I have to do it. And Krishna, being God, the supreme personality of Godhead, as a friend, and he gives that ideal way of actually treating a guest. And then he brings the best of food for serving Sudama. Sudama is very, very pleased, and Krishna incidentally notices that there is something that Sudama has got for him. So he asks him that you've got something for me, why aren't you giving me? Give it, I want it. And he takes it from him and he sees that it's chipped rice, and very happily Krishna accepts that, and very excitedly and very enthusiastically he wants to consume that chipped rice, which is got by his friend with a lot of love. Sudama throughout feels very embarrassed because he feels that Krishna is now a big person and Sudama is a poor Brahmin. So he is feeling embarrassed in front of Krishna, but Krishna has no such feelings of he is less in finances and I'm more. No, Krishna still loves Sudama just the way he always used to, and that is why he pleases him by all the service to such an extent that Sudama's heart is absolutely filled with happiness, joy, and he feels so honored. Then, when Sudama returns to his home, he actually, when he goes back, he sees that there are palaces and palaces, and he wonders that his village no more looked like a village, the one that he had left. So Krishna actually blessed Sudama with a beautiful palace like house, because he felt that if I am enjoying all the riches, my friend too must enjoy. So that is the heart of Lord Krishna. He's so merciful, so magnanimous, so loving. And this is one of the most inspiring stories, most touching stories that I have heard in my life about Lord Shri Krishna. Also, I've heard some pastimes of Krishna where his friend Madhumangal is there, and Madhumangal is this person who's like a pot-bellied boy who loves eating mangoes, laddus, and well, I'll definitely share some more stories about Madhumangal. But he's the one who always, makes everyone laugh. And well, a few other stories which really are very, very, inspiring and show how intimate Lord is with his devotees, with his friends, and how fortunate are those who get to do the bhakti of Krishna. We'll also take the famous example of Krishna and Arjun, who are friends and cousins both. So, how Krishna on the battlefield of Kurukshetra becomes the Sarathi of Parth, that is Arjun. He becomes a charioteer of Arjun, and he so willingly accepts a position which is of a charioteer. And a charioteer is a person who in the battlefield needs to steer the chariot, and so Krishna has to take the chariot towards the left or the right. And in order to do that in a battlefield where you can't hear any sound, Arjun had to kick on the right or the left side of Krishna to tell him to move towards the left or right. And this story always brings tears to my eyes, because I wonder how much love Krishna has for his devotees, for his friends, for people who wish to connect, or people who actually connect to Krishna, that he is ready to be kicked by his friend in order to help his friend. This is true friendship, and this is true love of Krishna that you can see in the pastimes of Krishna with his friends. I just wish and pray, hope that Krishna always and always becomes my best friend, remains my best friend, so that no matter what situation comes in my life, I will never be alone. And Krishna has always, always stood by me. People may stand by you, may not stand by you, but God never leaves your side. You just have to totally, totally take shelter at the lotus feet of the Lord, and you'll see how miraculously He helps you out. So, Krishna, thank you for being my best friend, and I hope that everybody gets the opportunity to be your friend. Hare Krishna, Govinda.
Hare Krishna. We all make friends, we have innumerable relationships, but many a times those relationships cannot be sustained for various reasons. But if we want our relationships to be strong, our friendship to be strong, then we should make Krishna the center of our relationships and our friendships. By center, I mean when we are friends, if we talk about Krishna, we share about our spiritual life with each other, we end up strengthening each other. Everybody goes through ups and downs in their relationships, but if you have a friend or a relative who can counsel you in your hard times, who actually makes you feel that you have a strong support system and you need not worry, of course will strengthen you, and in turn strengthen your and that person's relationships. That is why I really feel that having Krishna at the center of my life and my relationships has really helped me. Whenever I speak to my friend and I begin my conversation with Hare Krishna, there is a sense of connecting with Krishna, there is a sense of connecting myself with Krishna and connecting my friend with Krishna as well. That is how Krishna becomes the center. When we speak, rather than just speaking about materialistic gossip or mundane talks, we do include the name of Krishna, the pastimes of Krishna, our own experience in Krishna consciousness, our experiences of serving the Lord's devotees, serving all living entities as part and parcel of God. When we do this, when in our exchange of friendship and relationships, we bring in Krishna and we give Krishna to others, that makes our life really truly Krishna conscious and beautiful, and it also helps us to contribute in making others' life spiritually charged. And when you have spiritual spark in your life, undoubtedly you can face all your material issues, material problems, and you develop a better and higher perspective towards understanding things around you. Today, on this auspicious day of Friendship Day, I really wish and pray for all my friends that may they always prosper, may they have the blessings of Krishna always in their life, because truly friends are a wonderful, wonderful gift, and where you can't speak to your family at times of crisis, your friends can be the best support system, because certain things are understood well by your peers, by people of your age, because they understand you in a different perspective. I have had my share of really amazing true friends, and today I would like to wish all of them a very, very happy Friendship Day. May Krishna bless all of you. May we always be connected, and may we give Krishna to everyone who comes across us. Hare Krishna. Happy Friendship Day once again.